Top breaking news around the world based on today. Niger military deploys reinforcements to capital after ignoring deadline to cede power. Niger's junta has refused to restore the ousted president or face the possibility of military action by a regional bloc. The junta has deployed troops and armored vehicles to the capital Niamey amid rising tensions. Guided bomb hits Ukraine blood transfusion center. President Volodymyr Zelensky described the attack as a war crime and perpetrators as beasts. The bomb hit a building that provides blood for hospitals in the eastern city of Kharkiv, injuring 3 people and causing severe damage. Slovenia floods kill at least 6 in worst natural disaster to ever hit the country, says PM. The extreme flooding in Slovenia has caused millions of dollars worth of damage and displaced thousands of people. Prime Minister Janez Janša said the situation was catastrophic and declared a state of emergency. Ukraine replaces Soviet-era hammer and sickle symbol with a trident on Kyiv statue. The Soviet-era emblem on Kyiv's motherland statue has been replaced with the Ukrainian coat of arms, a trident. The move is seen as a symbolic gesture of Ukraine's independence and sovereignty amid its conflict with Russia. 2 Israelis arrested after Palestinian man killed in West Bank. Israeli police have arrested 2 suspects in connection with the killing of a Palestinian man near a West Bank settlement. The victim, identified as Shadi Omar Lotfi Salim, was shot dead on Monday night after allegedly trying to stab an Israeli soldier. China praises Ukraine talks in Saudi that Russia said were doomed to fail. China has welcomed the talks between Ukraine and Saudi Arabia on the sidelines of a regional summit in Riyadh, saying they were conducive to regional peace and stability. Russia had dismissed the talks as doomed to fail and accused Ukraine of seeking foreign interference. Philippines accuses China of firing water cannons at its ships in South China Sea. The Philippines has lodged a diplomatic protest against China for allegedly firing water cannons at its fishing boats and Coast Guard vessels in the disputed South China Sea. The incident occurred near Scarborough Shoal, a rocky outcrop claimed by both countries. Jamie Foxx apologizes over Instagram post. Actor and comedian Jamie Foxx has apologized for posting a photo on Instagram that showed him wearing a shirt with the slogan, "Kill all whites." Fox said he did not realize what the shirt said and deleted it as soon as he was informed. Minibus plunges down Morocco ravine, killing 24. A minibus carrying passengers from Casablanca to Agadir has plunged down a ravine in Morocco, killing 24 people and injuring 12 others. It is reported to be one of deadliest accidents in the country, which has a poor road safety record. As critical deadline for Niger's military coup expires, the country's airspace closes due to threat of intervention 3. Niger's airspace has been closed due to a threat of intervention by a regional bloc that had given an ultimatum to the junta that seized power last week. The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, had demanded that the junta restore the ousted president or face sanctions and possible military action. Canadian rapper Tory Lanez has been sentenced to 10 years for the shooting of fellow musician Megan Thee Stallion. Russia's Wagner mercenary group is taking advantage of instability in Niger, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has told the BBC. This week, delegates arriving in Belem's International Airport are being welcomed with a lively Boy de Mascara folkloric dance routine. In fact, the whole city is celebrating being in the spotlight, playing host to the Amazon summit. Firefighters in Portugal are battling to contain wildfires engulfing thousands of hectares amid soaring temperatures. 5 police officers have been arrested over the death of a man during riots which shook France earlier this summer. The former Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan, has been barred from holding public office for 5 years by the country's electoral authorities. A U.S. court has sentenced Dairo Antonio Usuga, who was once Colombia's most wanted drug lord, to 45 years in prison. 5 people have died in violent protests relating to a taxi strike in Cape Town, South Africa, officials say. Russia has blamed Ukraine for a spate of arson attacks on military recruitment centers, alleging that callers in Ukraine are tricking elderly Russians into committing such crimes. Ghost guns are coming under fire from gun control advocates. But why are these weapons so difficult to trace? And can anything be done to keep them from getting into the wrong hands?